So we're going to sing a bhajan here, a song about the philosophy of Krishna consciousness and the reason we are chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Maha mantra, which you see here, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This mantra, Krishna has invested all of his energies in his names. And he has thousands and millions of names like Krishna, Govinda, Ram, etc. Many names. So the transcendental sound vibration of his names has the potency to cleanse our heart of dust accumulated for years together. Lord Chaitanya, who you see on the altar over there on our right, as we look at the altar, down at the bottom, is said that Chaito Darpanam Marjanam. Chaito means the heart. Darpanam Marjanam, the heart can be cleansed like a mirror. If you want to see yourself in a mirror, you have to see yourself in a clean mirror. You can't see yourself in a dirty mirror, right? So if you go in there and there's a dirty mirror, you have to clean it. So if we want to understand who we are and ourselves, then we have to cleanse our heart. But who thinks that their heart is dirty? No one in the material world, we don't think. But if we analyze correctly, that dirt is desires that are separate from satisfaction of God. Just the desires to satisfy this body only. So this is the reason that we have temples like this, so people can gather together and understand the purpose of life by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Sing this song, chant Hare Krishna again after that, and then we'll talk about the meaning of this song. Okay? I think he's got this song on the board. This song is written in the Bengali language. There's Bengalis in India are well known for their devotion to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and to Krishna, and to devotional service or bhakti yoga. Bhakti means devotion, and yoga means to unite or to link with God through a process. And there's so many kinds of yoga. The Ashtanga yoga system, the yoga ladder. It's a gradual process. But the culmination is bhakti yoga. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yoginam api sarvesham bhagatein antaratmanam. Of all the yogis, that yogi who is most intimately united with me in love, he's the greatest yogi. So that's the idea of bhakti, is loving Krishna. Bhakti means devotion. Devotion means you're putting all of your energy into one thing. You're devoted to it, right? So when we're devoted to Krishna, we put all our energy into his service. And that's the process of bhakti yoga. So we could talk more about that later. Right now we'll sing this song. Janama Satsange Oh
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna. So Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
On behalf of the temple devotees here in Thunder Bay, the Vedic Cultural Center, I'd like to welcome you to the temple. We're about to apologize for not having our Rath Yatra festival this past weekend, or today and yesterday, but due to the smoke that came from all the fires up north, it was recommended heavily by the city that we cancel that, postpone the festival. The festival will be in 1 month, right?
Yes.
1 month from this weekend, same time next month, and hopefully by Krishna's grace everything will be all right and there won't be any obstacles. Lord Ganesh will pray to Lord Ganesh that he removes any obstacles for the festival for next month. So it was due to just unforeseen circumstances that we had to postpone the festival. So thank you very much for coming. Hare Krishna. So we just sang a song entitled Bhaja Hure Mana. That means that the devotee who's singing this song, Govinda Das, he's praying to his mind. The mind is the master of all the other senses, right? We have the sense of touch, we can see, we have vision, we can smell, we can taste, and so forth. So we have these senses. And so the mind, his business is to accept and reject. Right? We look at something, we say, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I like that. And that's the mind, is accept. Then we analyze, why do we like it? Why don't we like it? That's called the intelligence. The intelligence is the ability to discriminate. So this devotee, Govinda Das, he's a devotee of Krishna, and he's praying to his mind, Bhaja Hure Mana. What's Bhaja means devotion, service, devotional service, to serve Krishna, to serve God. So we're all serving someone or something in this material world. Generally we start with our body. We have to serve our body. Our body makes demands upon us. The body says we have to eat. The body says we have to sleep. We have to take a shower and bathe. And we have so many things. So then the extensions of our body. We have family. We have to serve our family. Then we may have a job. We have to serve our boss. Or that's another way of serving our body because we're working to accumulate some wealth so that we can to sustain ourselves in this material world. Or we have a cat or a dog and we're serving the cat and the dog. Or we have a car, we service our car, we have to change the oil, right, Prabhu? Or we have to wash it, or we have to fix it. So many things that we can serve in this material world. But the big problem is, and the reason that this devotee is praying to his mind in another way, is that none of those things seem to satisfy the self. Because the self's nature is spiritual. We are all originally spiritual living entities, souls. So we can't satisfy ourselves separate from trying to satisfy the soul, however we try. So this devotee is praying, Bhajahure Mana Sri Nanda Nandana. Nanda Nandana is Krishna. He's the son of Nanda and Yashoda. So he's praying to his mind, please, dear mind, engage in the service of Sri Nandanana. Why? Abhaya Charanara Vindare. Because that'll make him fearless in the material world. Fear is a big factor in the material world. One of the most fearful thing in the material world is the fear of death, fear of dying. Everyone's afraid to die in the material world. Because that will end to what we think is our identity. We have a tendency to identify ourselves as this body. So therefore, if something happens to we're afraid that something can happen to the body. I do woodworking, a lot of woodworking, and I work with a lot of machines. And a machine that can cut a piece of wood just like that can cut your finger off, can cut your hand off just like that. I mean, wood is much harder than the body. So I'm using the machine. I've been doing it for years and years. And I'm always thinking, boy, I have to be careful. Because if one slip, and my finger will just pop right off. And so there's fear in the material world. But by engaging the mind in serving God, we can become fearless. Because we rise above the bodily platform. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, the soul can't be wet by water, it can't be withered by wind, it can't be cut by a sword. That's the soul. But we know all those things happen to this body. But he also says, Matra sparshastu kanteya shitosna sukadukada. Agama paino nisyas tams tatikshas bharata. That there are dualities in the material world. There's heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy. And all of these things have an effect on us only because we identify ourselves with this body. Right? The body gets hot and it gets cold. Someone's looking at him, oh, he's famous, or he's not, he's infamous. He's so bad. Or we're happy, or we're sad, depending on the situation the body is in. But one who can learn to rise above that platform, then he's tatikshasva kurunika. That means he's not disturbed by these dualities in the material world. He's not disturbed by happiness and distress, by heat and cold, by all of these dualities. So we become fearless by this engaging our mind in something other than this material body. So then he says, Durlava manava janama satsange. Durlava means rare. He's thinking to himself, oh, I've got this rare human body. This is a very rare thing. 8,400,000 species of life in this world, in this universe, and only 400,000 are among the human species. Because we don't see, no dogs have cats or horses or cows or insects. There may be in here, but they just happen to be here. They haven't come to see Krishna or worship Krishna or hear about Krishna in any way. Because their consciousness is not developed in that way. They're not trying to endeavor to understand who they are. Or they're only thinking about eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. That's the animal species of life. So Govinda Das is saying, I don't want to be a two-legged animal. I want to rise above thinking about eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. And so how does he do that? By devoting himself to Krishna. And we'll get to that in the end. So it's this rare human birth. What can it do? He says here, Tarho e bhava sindhure. It can help us cross the ocean of material existence. This material existence is like a vast ocean. When we stay, even you stand at the shore of Lake Superior and you can't see the other side. Can anybody swim across Lake Superior? No way. You can hardly take a boat across, right? It's very rough seas and so forth and so on. So, but when we serve Krishna, as he says in Bhagavad Gita, if you surrender to me, I can reduce this vast ocean of material existence into the size of a hoofprint of a calf. And then you can easily cross beyond. So then he says, Shita Atapavata Varishana. And Edina Jamani Jagire. He said, since I've been in this material world, I have very actively served, even in unusual conditions, even in snow and rain, and even in all these very difficult situations. I have continued to serve this body. And what's the result? Vipali Sevana Kripana Dhurajana. I'm not getting anything from that. Nothing's coming. Chapala Sukala Bala Gire. Chapala means it's just flickering happiness. Right? You've heard the story of the man, he's hitting himself in the head with a hammer. And then when he stops, he says, oh, that feels so good. But that's only a little relief in his suffering. So then he says, Edana Yovana Putra Parijana. Dana means wealth, right? Yovana means youth. Putra means sons and family. And Parijana. Ite Kayachi Paratitire. He said, these things can't really save me. I can't be saved by my wealth, right? Who can buy at the time of death, no matter how much wealth you have, it can't save you. There's so many very famous and wealthy persons in this world. But still, death has come to take them away. Sickness has come to take it away. Right? You can't buy your way out of that. Everyone who is ever born has died in the material world. That's just a fact of life. We don't like to think about those things because they're kind of unpleasant. But if we do, we can develop an attitude of how to approach life in a more positive way, by understanding that we're not this body and we're a spirit soul. So then he says, Kamala Dala Jala Jivana Tala. Kamala, that's the lotus flower. Kamala Dala Jala, that's the water. So somehow the lotus flower grows up and it's very beautiful. It grows in a very muddy and kind of gross place, in very shallow water and so much mud. But when it grows and pops up out of the water, it's very beautiful. And when the dew comes in the morning, there may be some drops of moisture on the side of the lotus petal. But that drop of moisture, if we look at it, well, how is it standing there? We know water always surrenders to gravity and falls. So he's thinking this life is just like that drop on the side of the lotus flower. Who knows when it's going to end? We don't know. So we better do something very soon. So then he gets in the last part, Shravana Kirtana Smarana Bandhana. He gets, okay, Govinda, now what you better do is you better engage in the 9 processes of devotional service. And they all begin with Shravanam Kirtanam. Shravana means to hear. Kirtana means to chant or to speak. So these 2 processes are the processes by which our Krishna consciousness movement is based on. It's a scientific movement. We're not really a religion. Religion means just to be a follower of God. But this is a science. Just like when you go to school, you listen to your teacher. And your teacher tells you 2 + 2 is 4. You didn't know that before. So now then you repeat it. Okay, yes, 2 + 2 is 4. You don't have any realization of that because you don't know what comes next or what came before. And then you keep repeating. They keep saying, you keep repeating. Maybe you write it down and then you get tested on it and so forth and so on. And that's how you learn it, by hearing and repeating, hearing and speaking. So Krishna consciousness is something like that, except there's one missing ingredient. And that ingredient is that we are all naturally, by nature, Krishna conscious living entities. It's just that we've forgotten that due to our association with matter. So it's not a matter of learning something that we don't know. It's a matter of reviving and really revealing something we do know. And that's, again, by this process of Shravanam Kirtanam, which is based on the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This Maha Mantra, this transcendental sound vibration, which is imported from the spiritual world, Golokera Premadhana, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol, has the potency to enable us to taste the full nectar for which we are always anxious. We are really always anxious to have the feeling of serving God, that feeling of having no motivation of our own. In other words, we really don't want something for ourselves. We just want something for another person. And if that person is God, that will satisfy us fully. Other than that, there's really no satisfaction in this material world. No real satisfaction. Because this body is temporary. It has a beginning and an end. And how can that which is eternal, the soul, be satisfied with something that's temporary? It can't. So this is possible for anyone in this world. We just take up this chanting. Anyone can do it. Little children can do it. Old people, I'm old people, I can do it. I've been doing it for over 50 years, chanting Hare Krishna every day. And I truly enjoy it more and more every day. It's not like Coca-Cola. Okay? If I say Coca-Cola, 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 it doesn't satisfy my thirst, because Coca-Cola, the substance, and Coca-Cola, the name, they're different. They're not the same. But when I say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, I have an opportunity of associating with God by the potency of His name. Jesus said, wherever 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there I will be. So in the Psalms, it says to go out and sing the praises of God with cymbals and drums, just like we do here. So it's not unique to Krishna consciousness, the transcendental sound vibration. It's a very common practice to develop our true consciousness, which is to be a servant of God. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions or comments that they would like to state at this time? No? Yes, sir?
How to increase taste in chanting? We enjoy more and more, but when we chant, we'll sleep.
He wants to know, how can we increase our taste for chanting? Well, it's just like honey. Honey is very sweet, so you have to taste it in order to understand its sweetness. How do you taste it? That means you have to put your finger or a spoon or something in and you have to put it in your mouth. You have to do it. So how do you develop a taste for chanting? You chant. And you don't pay attention to the mind. Because the mind, as soon as you try to focus on one thing, the mind has a tendency to go to so many things. So you have to say, listen, mind, just you mind your business over here. I'm going to concentrate on hearing the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And that's how you develop a taste. You do it. Just like we're going to serve a feast today, right? A Sunday feast. And we can tell you that the food is delicious, that it's very good, and you can appreciate that, but you really won't know unless you eat it yourself. You have to do it. That's the way to get the taste, is do it. And Krishna will give you that taste, because you can't develop the taste separately from Krishna's will, from God's will. He will give you the taste. Yes, sir.
Can you sing one more time bhajan with your melodious voice?
Which bhajan?
The same one.
Same bhajan?
Yes.
We only have 5 minutes.
We can do more.
Huh?
We can do more.
Do
One more
more
time. Singing bhajan.
You want another bhajan?
Same bhajan.
Same bhajan. Okay, let me play the drum this time. And you play the cartons. Ajahure mana Srinandanandana Abhaya Charanara Lingare.
Ajahure mana Srinandanandana Abhaya Charanara Lingare.
Dullabha Manava Janam Satsange.
Dullabha Manava Janam Satsange.
Dullabha Manava Janam Satsange.
Dullabha Manava Janam Satsange.
Harahoe Baba Sindare.
Arohe Bhava Sindhure.
Sita Tapa Bhatta Bhagishana Devina Dhamini Harihe.
Sita Tapa Bhatta Bharisana Edina Jamini Jagire.
Sita Tapa Bhatta Bhagishana Devina Dhamini Harihe.
Sita Tapa Bhatta Bharisana Edina Jamini Jagire.
Viphala Sevando Kripanandur Jana.
Viphala Sevino Viphala Durjana.
Viphala Sevando Kripanandur Jana.
Viphala Sevino Viphala Durjana.
Chapala Sukalabha Lagiye.
Chapala Sukhala Balagiye.
Vedana Yovana Uttaprijana Videki Achipara Chitire.
Vedana Yaupana Putra Parijana Ideke Ache Paraditire.
Vedana Yovana Uttaprijana Videki
धन यौवन पुत्र परिजन इते के आशे पर प्रीति
कमल जल जल जीवन तलमल
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 बजाऊ हरि भजन किए
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We are very fortunate to have His Grace Vatsala Prabhu with us today, all the way from Mississippi. Let's give a big round of applause to Vatsala Prabhu. Have a seat, have a seat. We want to introduce you. So we are eternally grateful to His Grace Vatsala Prabhu. He is a very senior disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. And he is serving International Society of Krishna Consciousness for over 60 years now. Now, for him to come to Thunder Bay, he has driven almost 25 hours straight with his Mataji, a wife here, and 2 little grandchildren. So let's give a big round of applause to them. So why did they come to Thunder Bay from Mississippi all the way? Because he is our Vishwakarma, you can say. He has created a beautiful chariot for Thunder Bay. And whatever we are waiting for the chariot is here now. In the morning we assemble the chariot. It's a spectacular chariot, and that our dear Vatsala Prabhu has built the chariot for Thunder Bay. So again, he deserves a big Haribol. Now, he has single-handedly built the entire chariot by collecting various parts of the chariot. So he went and collected axle, then gearbox, the accelerator, braking system, then the steering wheel, then the canopy, and everything else. He has done it by himself. That took over more than 2 months for him to build it. Then he purchased the trailer for it. They put everything in the trailer. Then they get the trailer certified, and so many logistics were there. And then driving all the way for 25 hours. That's a big, and then he's going back 24 hours driving. So that's another. So 50 hours of driving, and then he is here in Thunder Bay for last 3-4 days. He came here just for our Rath Yatra. Now, unfortunately, because of something, Krishna's mercy, we can say that our Rath Yatra is delayed because of the weather and the forest fire happening. But meanwhile, we got a fortune to get association with His Grace Vatsala Prabhu and Mataji and 2 little kids. So thank you, Vatsala Prabhu. My obeisances to you again and again. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So we are eternally grateful to him. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Again, let's give a big Haribol to Vatsala Prabhu. Thank you so much. So now we'll do the Gaur Aarti. Prabhu, would you sing Gaur Aarti? Or
If you like.
yeah, please. Thank you. So request everybody to please stand up and join us for the Aarti ceremony. Prabhu is going to sing the Aarti.
This comes out. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, please have a seat. We will share the rest of the prayer. Maybe those who are in the back, can you please come a little forward so that some devotees who are sitting at the back can come inside. If you don't mind, थोड़ा सा आगे आ जाइएगा सब लोग. कुछ devotee बाहर बैठे हैं, और बात करते हैं.
Hare
विनाश प्रभु नरसिंह भगवान भक्त श्री प्रहलाद महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna devotees, thank you so much for joining us today. We are very fortunate to have His Grace Vatsala Prabhu with us today and Mataji and the two grandchildren. Again, let's give a big Haribol for them. Thank you so much. So Prabhuji has traveled all the way from Mississippi, driving 25 hours. And he has brought a wonderful chariot for all of us, which will last here in Thunder Bay, at least for coming. He has driven 25 hours, so it should last at least for 25 years. So whenever we drive, we touch the chariot, we'll have a blessing of His Grace Vatsala Prabhu. He's a very senior disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In 1970s, when first Rath Yatra started, His Grace Jayananda Prabhu was the one who started building the chariots. And since then, Vatsala Prabhu has been building chariots for all across North America. And there are very few expert chariot makers left on the planet, and he is one of them. So very fortunate to have His Grace Vatsala Prabhu again. Big round of applause to Prabhuji and Mataji. So this is a token of love and appreciation on behalf of our Vedic Cultural Center, International Society of Krishna Consciousness, to Prabhuji and Mataji. Prabhuji, would you mind accepting this? And Mataji, would you mind accepting this? This is a little token of appreciation. Since last 3 days, since Prabhuji is here, he is constantly working on chariot. He comes here in the morning, 5 o'clock. He attends Mangal Aarti, 5:30 to 6:30, then he does chanting, and after chanting, immediately starts working on the chariot until 5 o'clock in the evening. So he's working on the chariot for last 3 days also. Unfortunately, couldn't have our Rath Yatra as planned because of the natural calamities, forest fire happening around us. But Lord has always a plan, and we believe in Lord Jagannath. This is His plan. So according to His plan, He has given us another date, and that date is the 15th of August. Okay, so maybe we can all request now Prabhuji to come back again for the 15th of August. Prabhuji, will you come back?
Please.
We'll fly you in, not driving. We won't allow you to drive now. Can we all request Prabhuji to come back again?
Yes.
Prabhuji, will you come back?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Prabhuji. So we have some upcoming few guests coming to Thunder Bay. So on this coming Tuesday, we have Dr.Prashant Prabhu. He is traveling from USA, Atlanta. Tennessee actually. And he is visiting to our Vedic Cultural Center. On Tuesday evening, he's giving us a wonderful workshop or seminar on mastering your mind, discovering yourself. So it will be on the consciousness and mind management. It's a wonderful seminar. Prabhuji has been traveling all across North America. He's a wonderful book distributor, Sankirtaniya. He does wonderful kirtan also. So I request all of you to come this Tuesday evening at 6 o'clock. We'll have a kirtan, Prabhuji will give seminar, and we'll have prasadam also and aarti ceremony. So please do come on this Tuesday, 21st of July evening at 6 o'clock. Then we have a wonderful Vaishnava sannyasi. His name is, his holiness Vaishnava Ashraya Maharaj. So he's coming to Thunder Bay, and he's coming to Bhakti Ashraya Vaishnava Maharaj. He's coming to Thunder Bay on 5th of August, which is Wednesday evening. Bhakti Ashraya Vaishnava Maharaj has been here before. Last year Maharaj was here, and he has more than 7,000-8,000 disciples across the globe, and he is a senior disciple of my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. So he's a visiting sannyasi. He's going to give a Srimad Bhagavatam class in the evening from 6 o'clock onwards, followed by Kirtan, Katha and Prasadam also. So please join for this program. So 2 dates, and the third and most important dates is this new dates for our festival, which is on August 15th, Saturday. We'll have Rath Yatra starting from Waverly Park Library. I know you all are disappointed. I am also very much disappointed. I was looking forward to this, pulling the chariot. We had so many artists lined up. His Holiness Bhakti Swami was supposed to be here. so many devotees traveled from different parts to Thunderbay. But what can you say, right? Health is first, because it was not advisable by the authorities to have outdoor events, so we could not have the event. So the new dates are August 15th, which is 15th August is the India's Independence Day, and we'll have Festival of India. I think that will be another coincidence for all of us, which is Saturday, starting 1 o'clock at Waverly Park Library. We head to Marina Park. So my request to you is that as this we need more advertising, and we have lost all the advertising money now, we don't have any balance left. So I need each of you to help me out to advertise this event. Can you all help me? Each of you have to spread word by mouth, because all the money which we had for advertising is done. So now we don't have any more money left. We have billboards, we have signboards, newspaper, radio announcement, all that money is now done. Now we have to start from the scratch again. So can you all help me to spread this word? Can you all? So each of us have to tell at least 10 people that festival is now on August 15th at 1 o'clock, Rath Yatra. 1 to 3 is Rath Yatra, and 3 o'clock onwards festivities at Marina Park. And Festival of Colors on August 16th, it is Sunday, 3 o'clock, Marina Park. All those who have purchased tickets remains valid throughout. And if anybody is traveling on that day, we are refunding them as well. We have done quite a few refunds as well. And all those artists, we have rebooked their flights, accommodation, we have done all those things again. So we all have to work a little harder from our end and make this festival successful. Our chariot, as you can see, there is fundraising barometer. I haven't filled it, but as of day before yesterday, we have raised $47,000 for the charity. Let's give a big round of applause to the organization. This is exactly the amount we wanted to pay for the chariot, all the expenses and all. So, or for the festival and everything. So this is going to help us a lot. So thank you to all the donors who have generously helped us from $20 up to $12,000. Somebody has donated that as well. So we are eternally grateful to all the sponsors and supporters for helping us this festival. So it is our responsibility now to make the festival happen. The donors have done their job. It is now our job. So it's a big responsibility for all of us. So we have to make this happen. Okay. Thank you so much. So let's chant Prashadam prayer and then go for Prashadam. I will put the prayer here on the screen. We'll chant it together. Maha Prashade Govinde Namo Brahmane Vaishnave Svalpa Punya Vatam Vajan Vishwaso Nirvachanate Sharira Vidya Chal Jule Priyata Hekal Jiva Fele Vishai Sagre Karamati Jivati Lobo Maya Surmati Take Takir Sansare Krishna Bro Dayamay Kori Vara Jivajay Swaprasad Nigna Bhai Se Ramrita Pao Radha Krishna Guna Premega Kochitantai Jai Mai Jai Tai Ki Srila Prabhupada Ki Gaura Premanande. Again, our heartfelt thanks to His Grace Vatsala Prabhu Mataji and to grandchildren. Thank you so much. Please take darshan and please take prasadam. And then Prabhuji is here. If you want to ask him any questions, take his blessings, please talk to Prabhuji here. Hare Krishna.